On February 23rd, you text Bobby a video clip some dude put together, a random YouTuber, of that same Trash Tuesday episode, talking about us being hit on by a comic. But with the clickbait title, Bobby Lee's wife confirmed Schaub tried cheating on his wife with her. You text Bobby saying you've been harassed for 6 years straight and you've had it. And you're finally going, this is a direct quote. You're finally going after anyone who harasses you online, including comics, that you have spent $500,000 on monster lawyers, and that you have friends in dark places who are going to get the job done.
Hey guys, so remember when Brendan Schaub was coming out with Gringo Poppy? He was gonna start his own production company, Thick Boy, right? And he was gonna quit Showtime and start his own stuff. And there was this thing that happened during that show, like the football game. He passed a note to some chick, a guy, Yew Neek. If you guys know Yew Neek, he's like the guy he tried to sue because he's the one that kind of exposed him for cheating, allegedly cheating and passing his number to this chick. And so Brendan wanted to have that covered up, so he filed a lawsuit towards this guy, this controversial YouTuber. So what Brendan did was to shut down his channel, but the thing is that Yew Neek just made a new one. There was like a fight that was going on behind the scenes between those two guys. Apparently Yew Neek did not give up, and ultimately right now the whole situation is that Yew Neek, according to Mark Harley, he won the lawsuit recently. Mark said that he spent like around $250,000 on fighting this lawsuit, which obviously Brendan Schaub lost. There was a lot of problems that happened during that time. Like, a lot of people really started to bag on him, like big YouTubers like Ethan Klein from H3.
And came to my attention here. This was posted today. Let me show you guys. A small channel named Speaking for Funny posted this. Let me see if I can zoom in here. So a small YouTuber, Speaking for Funny, posted this on the subreddit. He said, Brendan Schaub copyright claimed my video at nearly 100,000 views. I know Ethan's a big proponent of fair use, and I would really appreciate some help.
Charlie, Moist Critical came after him for copyright striking people.
There's an absolutely awful comedian named Brendan Schaub who is currently suing a small YouTuber over jokes they made about him.
Like, for just criticizing Gringo Poppy and trying to sue people for exposing him, right, for allegedly cheating on his girlfriend, on his wife, and then it came out and he tried to cover it up. So we're going to hear from Yew Neek. He's going to explain to us about the situation. It's going to be a little muddled because he's kind of intoxicated. So I'll see if I can translate for you guys a little bit.
But so his MMA host interview, they talked about the lawsuit. We have to check this out, of course. So let's check it out.
To completely try to discredit me, not with the truth. If I fucked up, I'd admit it. And I told you I could have texted him back, and I that was something that it was like other people go, well, you should have. Yes, you're right. If I wanted to keep my job, I should have. But I put him in a position. I did it deliberately to go, what are you going to choose? Are you going to choose to be mad about me not getting back to you for a few hours? Or are you going to choose to look at the fact that I just gave you 5 times more work than any editor has ever given you by 9 a.m.? And he chose the former.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, listen, we have some alerts from the community over here.
It's just shocking that his biggest defender, Mark Harley, was his biggest defender. He started his podcast, well, haters will say, based on defending Brendan Schaub. And he turned out on the most. And he leaked more DMs, which we're going to play.
Ready to field some questions from the chat?
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm going to let these things fly through here. Let's see what we got.
Super chat.
This is from The Clipper.
Hey, Mark, tell us all about the Yew Neek lawsuit.
Okay, so actually, this is fascinating. I just, right before we went live, I noticed that Yew Neek said that he won the lawsuit. I don't know the details behind this, but what are your thoughts on?
I did win that lawsuit. Technically, it's not over till April, but the judge decided I won.
I know what the update was. I know, like, he kind of stretched it out. You know, so, but like, look, here's what I know. Brendan, after getting accused of, like, you know, he was accused of, like, handing off his number to somebody at this Malka event almost like a year ago to the day of, you know,
numbers to the check.
At this Super Bowl party where he was on a live broadcast with Mike Tyson and some other football players. And on the widescreen shot, you could see him hand this number to somebody or a piece of paper with writing on it. Now, Yew Neek made a video saying, oh, this is evidence he's cheating on his wife. He handed off this piece of paper. Now, I don't know. I'm agnostic about what.
I got that video on the Hurting Kids subreddit. So why specifically he went after me?
So he said he's got the video on the subreddit. Why specifically he came after me? He's a little intoxicated, guys. I'm trying my best to understand what he's saying.
I don't know.
I don't know.
No, when I did the video, I made sure I did it on a weirdo who did the slow down the hands version. Not the long shot, but didn't blame me for it. Odd.
What actually happened? Brendan told me.
I did not understand that, but I think he said something about. I think it was just. I think it was just an opinion that he just his thoughts of. It was just a guess, basically.
You know, oh, this is a professional contact, whatever. Who knows? Because in retrospect, like, you know, again, anything that Brendan says, you can't.
That video. You look at that video. That was not a professional contact. That was some chick. And then two other chicks. And I gave her a number. She went, ugh, and did it. So, I ain't him, but that was the video confirmed by his handler. That was the one that I got to Hurting Kids subreddit.
Take it face value.
He said it. I think he said it was just some chick. She didn't work for where like the thing that he was supposed to be doing there. He was supposed to be working. She didn't work there apparently. That's what I heard. I mean, you could barely understand what he's saying, but I think that's what he might have said.
Value because he's a pathological liar. But this is one of many critical videos that Yew Neek has made. Brendan decided he had enough, and that was the final straw. And so he hired. He did a bunch of copyright claims on like all his videos that use any sort of footage from. You know, so that wasn't even one of them. I think that like got copyright, you know, struck because he was using all ones that had footage from like TFAT-K or other shows. Now, Yew Neek challenged it, and I guess the next step after that, if you know somebody says like this isn't your material, then you're like, no, it's fair use. Then you have to take it to court. You know, I guess YouTube. My understanding of it is YouTube kind of goes, yeah, like you guys deal with it now. So Brendan spent several $100,000 apparently fighting this guy in court, you know, and he keeps bragging about like, I got these beasts of.
From my understanding is that Brendan was doing a job and he copyright striked a certain segment of Yew Neek's video that wasn't really his, so that's probably why he really lost. Like if it was like a Fighter and the Kid like clip or something like that, he probably would have had more of a he probably had a better way of winning that lawsuit. But since I think it was owned by Showtime, then I guess ultimately I think it was just dismissed because he didn't really own the clip. I don't think that was his clip. I don't think it was Brendan's clip, so he didn't really own it. It was owned by somebody else. That's probably why he got away with it. And also the fair use thing is that Yew Neek always puts his reaction, his input, so that also could have, it's transformative, and he's expressing his thoughts about the whole video, kind of like how I do it. Like, this is how you can kind of get away with the whole copyright things if you just, you have to break things down. You can't play the whole video just by itself and not have any commentary. That's why a lot of people's videos, recent people that start YouTube, they watch a long ass video and they get copyrighted because they don't transform it any kind of way. They don't put any context. They don't put any details. So this is probably what happened, is that Brennan didn't own the footage, and that's why the court just said, nah, just this is not gonna happen. But let's hear this a little bit more, see what happens.
Several $100,000. I haven't spent a dime. And I never even got a lawyer.
He never spent a dime. He said he never spent anything, and he didn't have a lawyer. So he fought this by himself. According to Yew Neek, he did not spend anything on this lawsuit. It was all on Brendan's side.
Or a dime. And I technically won. I officially win in April, but I already technically won. I spent $100,000 suing me. Me! For that video? I got that video from the subreddit too.
Oh, okay, so he said he just got it from the subreddit. He got it from somewhere else. He didn't really copy it himself from the original place. So technically, he didn't really steal it. He just copied it from somebody else.
To a subreddit, but Jesus.
The lawyer, Justin Bieber's guy, and this and that, like but it's like, okay.
He's using Justin Bieber's lawyer against me. I mean, the way bigger headline is I'm being sued by Justin Bieber's lawyer. Don't tell me that. In court, they tried submitting documents, but I called them a bunch of rich Jews and shit. Well, no, I would have said to Justin Bieber's lawyers, we're not rich Jews. I would much rather have said that. I got Justin Bieber lawyers trying to sue a nigga, yeah, and we won.
But so you can keep this guy's YouTube channel down, because the guy instantaneously made another YouTube channel and has been making videos about Brendan Sense. So he literally just took, like $250,000 and flushed it down the toilet. And he kept complaining about like, oh, I got another bill for $10,000 to have to file this thing.
Oh, and they did file a new thing and send a guy to my house to do the new thing. And that wasn't that long ago, and he still lost the lawsuit. That's fucking sad.
Yeah. So if you guys don't understand, he said that Brendan sent somebody to his house to serve him, and he wasn't even at home. So he still lost. That's what he says.
It was right at the time he was leaving, when the new guy came to my house.
It just seemed like a giant money pit. And actually, that would be really funny if Yew Neek actually won this lawsuit, because
I did win.
Brendan's understanding of it was that this guy's going to have to, he's going to have to take down all his channels. So I'm saying it's right. I mean, my main channel, my second channel.
The dummy had no fact in his brain. He could have started a new channel. That's how dumb Brendan Schaub is. And his homeboy just admitted he sued me just to take down my channels on YouTube. I started a new channel. What? What a dumb fuck.
I'm like, I thought you guys sue this guy, got to take it down, but he still has a channel. And he's like, oh, well, if we win this lawsuit coming up, and Yew Neek's kept pushing it, pushing the ball down the road a little bit to put off this final judgment. But If he did all that and then lost the fucking case, my God, that would be.
I keep pushing it down the road. I never pushed anything. I said end this as good as possible. His mindset though was just kill his YouTube channels. I told you that's what it was. I will get them back. Don't worry.
So what Mark is saying here is that Brendan kind of threatened Yew Neek. He Brendan Yew Neek's channel to kind of get it taken down, but it just didn't really work out because Yew Neek just built another one. I think this is where we're gonna end it because I think we don't get anything else from it. I'm gonna be watching it a little bit more, see if there's anything else, and I'll come back if anything interesting happens because I can barely understand what he's saying.
Not take down that subreddit, but take down my YouTube channel. Because the YouTube channels hit harder than the subreddit. The fact that these people are obsessed with the subreddit, Reddit in general, I gotta just say, me, guy who gets millions of views, super popular guy, how people get taken in by Reddit is beyond my comprehension. I was bigger than the Opie and Anthony subreddit when I met the subreddit, and they just showed me that. I'm like, what's a subreddit? But for some reason, these dudes put a lot of attention in the subreddit. Apparently not enough, though. The YouTube obviously wins over it because they're suing me. So, but you blame me for subreddit shit. Kyle, read the chat. B. The Clipper has info for you. The Clipper. I'm reading it now. I pull nothing off of that subreddit. Curious about it. And there they won't allow my shit. Trying to get subreddit. Is nothing on Reddit. What do I get?
Nick, if you won, that is pretty hilarious. Oh my. All right, let's see what else we got over here.
Where did Big Gay Lion come from? We don't matter, B.
Look like Yew Neek actually won the lawsuit, so it looks like it actually is true. Ladies and gentlemen, one for the boys over here. Oh my God.
Schaub just got bent over and fucked in the ass by Yew Neek. Like, how did that feel? How does that feel, Brendan? You just got outed as a liar on this show, and then also Yew Neek fucked you over, took out his dick, and he bent you over, pulled out his dick, and fucked you in the ass. I know. My wife said he probably liked that. You're right.
Oh my.
So there we have it, guys. Looks like Yew Neek won the lawsuit. Did not go so well for Brendan Schaub. He spent all this money, and Yew Neek spent nothing. No lawyer, nothing on this case, and it just wound up nowhere. All that happened was Brendan losing a whole bunch of money on Justin Bieber's lawyer. Anyway, guys, I'll end this here, and let me know your thoughts, and drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Laters.
You know, it just seemed like a giant money pit. And actually, that would be really funny if Yew Neek actually won this lawsuit. You know, because Brendan's understanding of it was that this guy's going to